All right. Do 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 yeah, that's good. That's really good. What's going on, everyone? Iceman here, back again with another video, and today we're going to talk about the Sony A7S Mark II. Now, I know with the announcement of the A7S Mark III, Canon R5, R6, and so on, it's like, what's the point of even talking about this camera? I mean, we should just do away with this thing. I was a quarterback back in my day when I played in high school. I should just chuck this thing as far as I can. Okay. Just kidding. Let's not treat our equipment like that. Now, I'm gonna focus on the video capabilities of the A7S Mark II because while this is a camera that can do both video and take great pictures, Sony makes a line of mirrorless cameras that excel in photography, being their A7R series. With the A7R series, there's the A7 Mark III, the A9 Mark I and II, and so on. But I'll get to those in a later video. Maybe if Sony watches this, they can help me out. You know, I can review those cameras or... No. But seriously, the A7S Mark II still packs quite a punch in the camera world of today, having a 24.2 megapixel full frame sensor that shoots in 4K. That's right, you'll be able to take advantage of full frame video in 4K. This is great if you're an aspiring filmmaker, or you just want to interview someone, or even if you just want to vlog every day. You have the advantage of shooting in 4K. I know there's a lot of things out there. There's 6K, there's 8K, there's even 12K. But this is just great if you're starting out or you just want to make videos every day that still look good at the end of the day. Another huge bonus to this camera is its low light capabilities. Not only can you shoot in 4K, but the S does stand for sensitivity. This camera was highly praised when it was released because it can basically see in the dark. The sensitivity of this sensor has a very, very high ISO range. So it goes from about 100 to 102,000, I believe. I'll put the exact number right here. But it gets very, 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 very noisy. So that means you'll be able to shoot in high ISOs at night and still have usable footage. So when you have a camera like this, who really needs lights, right? Along with IBIS, or in-body image stabilization for those who don't know, this camera has very great autofocus. IBIS gets rid of all that shake and jitter that you have when you're shooting handheld video, and the autofocus is still quite snappy on a camera that's 5 years old, 3 years old. I'll put how old the Sony A7S Mark II is right here.
Y'all seen Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Last Airbender? Mm-hmm. Am I an airbender or a rock bender? Let's find out. No, my bad. A water bender or earth bender? Let's find out. Let's find out. I'm an earth bender. Holla at me.
So now that we talked about some of the things that make this camera great, yes, I know, we have to get into it, the bad stuff. I know. It was coming eventually, but there are some downsides to this camera in 2020. So one of the biggest downsides to this camera is a lack of a flip out screen. The screen can be slightly adjusted, but it isn't fully articulating. So this is something to think about if you're looking to make YouTube videos or vlogs or social media content. You want a camera that can meet all your needs like functionality, portability, flip out screens, etc., and so on. Another downside to this camera is the battery life. Don't you just hate when you're out running and gunning, doing your thing, getting all this crispy 4K footage, travel videos, and then the battery decides to do this? The battery in this camera life is okay, and I mean just okay at best. I own 4 batteries for the A7S Mark II along with my A6500, and nobody doesn't want to see their battery drain out. That's why I have so many batteries lying around, and I'll probably pick up some more. But speaking of batteries, how is the camera as far as overheating? In my experience for owning this camera for about 3+ years now, the camera has only overheated on me once. Yes, you heard that right, once. And believe me, I put this camera to work in various conditions, from extreme cold to extreme heat to windy situations, even on the beach where this thing could get sand in it, and that's how I actually ruined one of my lenses. I have a Canon, which one was it? The 50mm 1.4. That lens kind of got ruined around its focusing bracket where there's sand in it. You can actually hear it grinding. Actually, let me go get that for you. Let me see if you'll be able to hear that. Hold on.
A few moments later.
So here is the Canon 50mm 1.4. So I ruined this lens. It kind of got sand in there. I remember me and my friends got, what was the situation? We went to the beach one day, and then of course we were on the beach, and it's just like, I think a gust of wind just like that. And then now, my mic can pick this up. You hear how grindy that is? It's supposed to be smooth. No little shake, but I try to take care of my stuff. But anyway, you get the point. But yes, the camera does overheat, and that only happened to me when I was doing an interview with my students, and we were interviewing Mr. Eric Sterling. He has his own foundation and company, everything I'll put right here. But when we were doing that interview, the camera experienced quite a bit of overheating. It was in 4K, 24 frames per second. We were shooting at S-Log2, and we weren't using an external monitor like a Ninja 5 or a Field World or any other external monitors. You can use to separately record video onto that to get better bit rates out of your video. So when we were doing that, it like kind of cut off, and I know my students, they did get frustrated, but I reassured them that it's okay. Stuff like that always happens, especially in the field. So overall, what's the final verdict on this camera? Is this still a great one to have in 2020? And I'm gonna say yes. You agree? Yes, right? This is a very solid camera. I'll be leaving links in the description below if you're thinking about picking this camera up for yourself. And go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section if you do pick this camera up. Tell me how you like it, or if you're not going to pick this camera up, or if you're looking for other options. But like I said in the beginning, I'm Iceman, and until then, heroes now, heroes forever, heroes united. Thanks for watching. Should I do one of those like wipe out, just I hit the light. Oh, doggy.